I'm here at the Fay and Company Law Offices, which is now the scene of a vicious crime. Last night, while working late, the young and beautiful attorney, Maya Fэй, was brutally murdered in her office.
It's unreal.
I couldn't take you under my wing and then skip out on your big day. You're finally leaving the nest. Well done, Phoenix. I'm proud of you.
The prime suspect in the case is the victim's younger sister. As of now, the motive is unclear, but the police have taken...
Telling us that the murderer intentionally pushed the victim onto the fence like this?
That's ridiculous.
Very interesting history that you've dug up there. But let me ask you, why would I have done this?
Why?
Yes, why would I want Jack Hammer dead?
That's right! Miss Vasquez has no motive. Yes, she does. You've just got to turn your thinking around.
Please elaborate, Mr. Wright.
You covered up this incident, did you not? You hid the evidence. Since then, you used it to blackmail Hammer, forcing him to do your bidding and work for chump change.
I'm a producer. I use actors and stay under budget.
You humiliated him, and he wanted you to pay the ultimate price for what you were doing.
Wait, hold on one moment. If I understand you, it seems you're trying to say that it was actually the victim who wanted to murder the witness.
Yes, Your Honor. You see, we were looking at this case the wrong way. What? How so? While Will Powers slept that day, Jack Hammer entered his dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Why would he do this, you ask? To get revenge on Dee Vasquez, who had taken advantage of him for 5 agonizing years.
So, Mr. Wright, you claim this was a case of revenge gone bad? It's quite an ironic situation you've just...
Our classroom became its own crime scene. Another kid's lunch money was stolen out of their backpack during PE.
You know you always have to tell the truth, no matter what.
Since I'd skipped it, I was the prime suspect.
Please apologize.
I learned how painful it felt to be alone with no one at your side, branded as a criminal. I thought the only way I could make it stop was to confess to it. But then...
Objection! Don't say anything!
How come?
Because it wasn't you. You didn't steal the money, did you?
No!
Then you have no reason to feel ashamed.
The incident took place on December 28th, 15 years ago. Wow, today is the anniversary. It occurred here, right inside the district courthouse. That day, there was a major blackout in the city, and 3 people were trapped in the courthouse elevator. After several hours, a rescue team was able to reach those inside, where they discovered a grisly scene. Prominent defense lawyer Gregory Edgeworth had been murdered. He died instantly from a single shot to the heart. As I'd said before, there were 3 people trapped in the elevator that sad day. Gregory's son Miles, who was only 10 years of age at the time, and a bailiff by the name of Yanni Yogi. At first, it was a foregone conclusion. The general consensus was that Yogi had panicked and shot Edgeworth during all the chaos. However, he pled not guilty, and the investigation soon ran into a dead end. The police turned to a spirit medium for help with the case.
The one who murdered me.
What's the bailiff? Yanni Yogi. My son, Miles. Is he okay?
The victim's spirit pointed to the man accused as the killer. Miss Dee Fay was the name of the medium. The power she had overwhelmed all who witnessed it, left them all totally speechless.
Oh, Mom.
The defense admitted it was possible that he could have fired the gun, but argued that due to the stress of the situation, among other factors, Yogi was not of sound mind, and therefore could not be held responsible for the murder. With that, Hammond was able to secure a not guilty verdict for Yogi, and he walked away a free man. But not free from scorn. He was vilified in the public, who believed in his guilt despite the judge's ruling.
What happened that night was no accident. I was murdered. Pure and simple. That's why I had to take revenge. An eye for an eye. Right, Eni?
You have it now! Under your blanket!
Nice job.
And there it is!
How could this be?
This is about as busted as a guy could get. I'm actually holding the murder weapon. Your Honor, I am the one who killed Russell Berry. Everything is just as Mr. Wright says. To be totally honest, the moment that the search went down, I knew that my time was running out. It looks like I was right. I'm sure that's why you let us know about the search yesterday, Miss Von Karma.
Scruffy McTrenchcoat!
You know my motive. I wanted revenge on Regina for taking my brother away from me. One day, Bat was being silly and sprinkled some pepper on her. Her sneezing fit made everybody bust out laughing. It was just a harmless prank. He was completely in love with her. And of course, she didn't mean anything malicious. She just wanted to make my brother sneeze too. I knew that. But she was just so damn clueless about the whole thing. It drove me crazy.
Hey, if Bat becomes a star, do you think he'll be smiling down on us from the sky above?
It was all so simple-minded. How the hell could she not understand? That's why I did it.
Horrible.
I didn't want to be caught, because this means I'll leave Bat behind, but I'm guilty. So, I deserved my punishment.
In a way, you're a victim as well.
Thanks, but you're wrong. I'm just a murderer.
I had brought a spare one with us.
Then Ungard wasn't going to be giving the press conference after all.
Juan was going to do it, while dressed as a nickel samurai. And he was planning to give a confession.
Order! Order!
I arranged the press conference earlier, but kept it a secret from my client.
I knew that might have been the case.
Juan was planning on smearing Matt's reputation if he lost this year's Grand Prix to him. He knew of a big secret that would totally destroy Matt's career.
And what was this big secret?
I won't say. I refuse. Under the law, I have the right to refuse if I believe that the testimony will potentially incriminate me as well.
Yes, that is an absolute legal right.
Why would she choose to play that card so quickly?
You will think about it, what the two of us discussed earlier?
Sure.
So she put her up to it.
Why would you refuse to testify if it could help solve Juan Corrida's murder?
Because
You could have easily taken the knife with Ungard's fingerprints from his suite. And you knew about the spare costume. You had a huge opportunity to frame your client for the murder of his rival.
Stop.
It must have been you! Admit it! You murdered Juan Corrida in cold blood, and then you tried to pin this heinous crime on the man you represent!
I won't say. I refuse.
I can't believe she do.
It was a car accident. 4 months ago, a motorbike ran out in front of my car and we collided. Then I had to undergo a complicated surgery.
4 months ago, the person who caused your accident was Don Tigre himself. Just look at his scooter, it's practically falling apart. Deep down, you know this is the truth.
No, sir. He was being honest with me.
I love you, Violetta. And that's all there is to it.
Can't you see? That's why he stepped in and saved my life. He spent all his money on me.
I heard something about your grandfather. He controls the black loan market. Of course Tigre can't anger him. And I heard that you, his granddaughter, mean everything to him. If you weren't Bruto Cadaverini's granddaughter, would Tigre have paid for your expenses? Please tell us what you believe.
This is that gloomy bitch's fault.
You're right. It's because of who I am. My operation was pretty cheap.
What's wrong? Mr. Falls!
Think I'm done.
That's blood!
Did he? 5 years ago at the old temple tree, we promised to trust each other until death. If we can't trust each other no more, there's one thing to do. Drink the bottle.
Mr. Falls!
This can't be happening! Your Honor, we need a recess now!
Bailiffs, go! Call the medics! Hurry!
I'm such an idiot. I couldn't keep my promise to my love.
No! We're this close, Terry! This close to proving your innocence! We're almost there! Please just...
You know, even if I'm innocent, I don't trust myself. Maybe one day I'll accidentally kill my Dahlia again. Thanks for the coffee. It really helped.
No, Mr. Falls! Mr. Falls, please hang on! You're almost free! Please, Mr. Falls, no!
I'm worried about Maya, stuck in there. After that rickety old bridge finally got patched up, the cops looked all over the inner temple. But there was neither hide nor hair of her. Only place left would be somewhere behind that door with the crazy lock on it. Gets really cold inside the sacred cavern, below freezing. I hope she can survive.
No way.
And if we can't bust her out in time, it means you sent a woman off to die. Won't be your first one.
The hell do you mean by that?
Your memory can't be so bad. Just 3 years ago, an innocent woman died because of you, didn't she?
Do you mean Mia?
Yeah. Maya Fay's older sister, and your mentor, right? She'd still be alive now if it weren't for you.
No.
3 years ago, Mia made a very dangerous person her enemy, and it cost her her life.
I know, and I didn't rest until I made sure he paid for what he did!
Yeah, he may have been caught, but so what? Truth is, that's not gonna bring her back. And you were with her right until that psycho killed her. It was your job to make sure that she was safe, and you failed. She should have never taken you under her wing. You're a coward. If you had any guts, she'd be with us right now. And it's not just her. You're gonna let the same thing happen to her little sister.
No, I'm not.
You're just a weakling. And that's why I will never accept you as a peer.